Love Street in the house. How y'all feeling? Good morning. Thank y'all for being here so early. The first of the day, the family has arrived. We got the wolves in the house, the Shadowland Foundation about to come up and talk to y'all. My name's Greg Sipes. I'm the director of this beautiful festival, and I'm just so excited about today. There's a lot of great, hello. Great people came together to make this happen. We are Laurel Canyon. Yes, we are. They're here. Check them out. We're gonna have pache, pizza, and beer all day long, and we got vegan hot dogs and hamburgers, and we got raffles all day. So make sure you get raffle tickets. Each raffle is something like a minimum value of about $40. But right now, I want to go ahead and do this opening ceremony. I'm going to invite my brother Astarius to the stage. Brother Astarius, please come over here. Yo, check.
Peace and blessings, beloveds. Come on now, rigor mortis didn't set in. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Let me feel your vibration. See, we're the ones that set the tone for this frequency. I love you so much. I am Astarius Miraculi. And so we want to start this vibration off in a good way. So in this moment, I want you to invite in the most exalted resonance of energy that you've ever lived or ever will live. We're going to commemorate the beauty of your past and pre-memorate the beauty of your future and our future, and bring it into the now memoration of this moment as we call in the Creator, Divine Creator, God, Goddess, Absolute. We call you forth in the glory of your magnificence, honoring the fact that we are biological and living libraries of your divine essence, and we call it forth. Our being knows no limit. We are God, Goddess within. On mountain heights of heaven's land, we now invoke the master plan. It's our divine birthright, and we're given back our cosmic sight. At dawn of life, we were so high with the angels, we did fly, and we now dissolve all blinding pain. Ancient times now come again. We now ascend to higher plane. Ancient times now come again. 'Tis in the name of holy peace that all our blessings now increase. The damned no longer to deny the power of our single eye. As we bless the darkness and make it right, reverse the tide, free the light, God, Goddess, make our power ever pure, else let the power not endure. We love and lift our fellow man and woman and understand the master plan. For us, there's simply nothing new except that which our souls once knew. First eye, spin at speed of light, within, without, come now our sight. Mighty Spirit, Elohim, make truth of this our cosmic dream. Yes, our eye is really single with light, our bodies do now tingle, oh, our souls are so brand new. We now know all that we once knew. And repeat after me. I feel so good.
I feel so good.
I feel so much love.
I feel so much love.
I am so beautiful.
I am so beautiful.
I am so strong.
I am so strong.
Come on, give me some more passion. I am so strong.
I am so strong.
So loving.
So loving.
So wise.
So wise.
So ready to be blessed.
So ready to be blessed.
I am a blessing to all.
I'm a blessing to
And
all.
all are a blessing unto me.
All are a blessing unto me.
I open to the magic of this day.
I open to the magic of this day.
I open to the magic in this day.
I open to the magic in
My
this
magic
day.
in this day.
My magic in this day.
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
I am juicy.
I am juicy.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am blissful.
I am blissful.
I am fun.
I am fun.
I am having fun.
I am having fun.
Thank you, Divine Creator.
Thank you, Divine Creator.
Seal it with a sacred quickie of the didgeridoo. Now that's a sacred quickie, not to be confused with the standard quickie. Okay, a sacred quickie is any measure of time that is a conscious container for the whole of eternity. A sacred quickie is eternity in a bottle.
Thank you,
Thank you all so much, and a glorious day to you. I love you so much. Don't wait for this day to bless you. Begin by blessing this day, because everything you bless will bless you back. Everything you curse will curse you back. Bless it all and take no slack. And let's have a joyous day, because we are worthy of that. Let's be the harmonic convergence of the whole universe. The moment the universe was created, being brought into harmonic convergence of this sacred day. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In Lakesh, Alakin, Shalom, Satnam, Hariom, and up at the top there's room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all.
Thank you, brother Astarius. Y'all make sure to check out Astarius' booth up here. He's going to be doing healings, and he's got some beautiful gifts. Some good things that he's selling.
Also, I have some of my CDs and some amazing crystal wands, and play this instrument on your body.
It's the
It'll
best.
give you a bliss transfusion.
Thank you, brother. Speaking of bliss transfusion, I'd like to bring up these sacred animals and the Shadowland Foundation that's going to tell you what's going on. Hi, love.
So hello, my name is Reverend Colette Duval-Pondella, and I'm also one of the co-founders of Shadowland Foundation. We do education programs to save the wolves in the wild, and we have some wolf ambassadors here today that we've hand raised so that you can meet them and establish a relationship with them. Let's bring them out. Come on out. This is our alpha female, the first one out. Her name is Alaska. She's an Alaskan timber wolf and has Arctic in her. And this is our puppy, our new addition. His name is Wahkahn. In the Lakota language, it means sacred. He will be 4 months old tomorrow. So this is a new adventure for him, and to learn the programs and to be able to be an ambassador for his species in the wild. Now we have our alpha male, Paul Pondella, who's also, he is the inimitable pack leader, and he is founder and creator of Shadowland Foundation. This is Takoda. In the Lakota language, it means friend to everyone. And he's our alpha male. And standing next to him is Freedom. His Lakota name is Kayushka. And we are the Shadowland Foundation, and our mission is to educate, not eradicate. Wolves are the only species that man has set out to eradicate on purpose. And we are here to introduce you to them. And every single week at our ranch called Freedom in Lake Hughes, California, I do a wolf wisdom talk. Basically, I take a wolf a week and teach a lesson that they have taught me in life and share it with you. And so I'm going to do that today. So let's give them a big hand for being out here and being brave enough in this new venue. Now I was hoping that Freedom would be allowed to come up with me, but we're not going to get him up on the stage. But I just want you to know we were looking for the word freedom when we were looking to name him the Lakota or a native language that would represent freedom. And there is no word for freedom in the Native American culture because they never knew the absence of it until the Europeans arrived. So what Kayushka means is more like liberty. And considering yesterday was our celebration of our independence and claiming our freedoms. Hi, baby boy. You think he'll jump? Good, Freedom. Now he's going to have to smell everything. Isn't he magnificent?
Yeah. Yes.
He's a beautiful boy and a beautiful representation of the wild ones. He's the face of the wild ones on our property. He represents the freedom of the land and a place that we hold Nature's Path Healing Center as well. Get him a little shorter lead. Good boy. Good boy. Nice job. So Kayushka means to set free, to have some liberty. Now we have a lot of Native American influence in our teachings because as I was searching for nice legends other than the big, the Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf images to eradicate that myth so that we can eradicate the idea that these animals need to be eradicated from the land. And I started to learn a lot about their culture. And they taught me many, many, many spiritual truths. But they were the last most recent man that lived in ancient ways with the wolves on the land. So we learned so many things about the wolves as a result. And I have taken this on as our mission here. But I want to read something to you that from the Declaration of Independence. You know it well. But we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And there's nothing like watching a pack of wolves run around a piece of land to understand that we have this in our nature too, and to remember. Now the author of what they call the Declaration of Independence was Thomas Paine, and he says, independence is my happiness, the world is my country, and my religion is to do good. This is how we started this country. This is what I'd like to celebrate. Our religion is to do good. to be of service. So I would like to right now just have everybody, if you can, I'm going to sing like a meditative song. It's called Hands of Grace. And just hear it with me, and if you know it for some of you, you can sing it with me, but just hear the words and know that this is a truth. You are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, we are held in the hands of grace. Please know this with me. Standing here on this stage in this magnificent canyon and seeing your faces, I know that there is an intelligent force, a creator of all things seen and unseen. Whoops. Thank you. And I know that we are made from this creation, that there is nothing else that we could possibly be, so that we are made of this stuff of creation, that the most magnificent thing that you know in the universe, you are measured by that, mathematically correct in every way, a unique expression just like a snowflake and a star. There's no one like you on the planet. There's no one like you on in the universe. We are made of the stuff of creation, and we cannot be anything else but this magnificence, this endless, eternal presence that lives and breathes in, around, and through us. So I claim for each one of you right now that the wisdom, the wolf wisdom that is necessary is in your own heart, and that your heart's desire is leading you to your divine destiny. All we need to do is notice it and listen to it and understand that the liberty and the freedom that we were born with, we were all born free, which is the name of my talk this morning. So I claim your highest good. I claim the good and thank the goodness of everything that has come before, that is here now, and that is coming to me by all the laws of the universe. And so I release it knowing that it's done, that you are held in the hands of grace always. And so I know that it is, I turn my words over to the laws of the universe, to the laws of love, to the laws of attraction. And I say, and so it is. And you can say it with me, and so it is. Amen. I know he did a lot of other languages I do not know and recognize, but whatever language, aho, is what the Native Americans say. Namaste. However this knowledge and this truth embodies in you the most is what I know for you. So thank you very much for that. Henry Miller says this: no man is great enough or wise enough for any of us to surrender our destiny to. The only way in which anyone can lead us is to restore to us the belief in our own guidance. That your heart's desire is informing you at all times. Now the Native Americans, believe it or not, when the Europeans arrived here, they already had, from the Iroquois and the Cherokee, all the way from what we know as New England down to the Carolinas. And they called it the Great Law of Peace. And And it required the consent of the leaders from all 5 and then later 6 nations for any law, and any Cherokee tradition required the consent of representatives from all 7 clans, even at the town level. So this ancient times that has already been mentioned this morning, this ancient culture already had an established way of government, and they called it the Great Law of Peace. And they lived peacefully together with each other and came together yearly from representatives from each region, each territory, each town. Sound familiar to you? As far as how we looked at this and set up our own government from this ancient peaceful system. There was also a version of the Cherokees could opt out at any time because conscientious objection was available to them. So any area or any clan whatever the law was going to be that did not work for them, they had the freedom to say, that doesn't feel good to me. That doesn't feel right to me. Now, the Native American culture and their politics revolved around the individual. I don't know if you know the medicine wheel. I don't know. You've probably seen it. It's a round circle. It's got a cross in the middle of it. I have a bee on me. Hold on. Thank you. He's always my protector. Anyway, the medicine wheel has a cross in the middle of it. If you notice, Wahkahn was born with this, his name is sacred, and was born with this even cross right on his chest. And it's filled in with the colors of all the nations in the world. White, black, red, and yellow. Now you might ask how these prehistoric people understood and knew all the colors of the people of the earth, but they did. And there's 7 directions: the north, the south, the east, and the west, but there's also Father Sky, there's Mother Earth, and what sits in the middle is the individual. They understood that we sit as co-creators in the middle of the universe, that the universe is ours to share, and we have the oneness. So when they actually prayed, when they would sit and ask for something, and they had representatives of the all the elements of the world in it, the leather, the feathers, the fur, all of those items that you see that they manifested were to remind them to live spiritually. And they observed every living thing and mimicked it in their own lives to stay more at one with our universe and our world and our environment. And this is how they created this peacefulness and these peaceful nations. So as a result, they thought they possessed the power and the opportunity to keep that universe in balance, and that's how they created balance and harmony, was to recognize the wholeness and their relation. They call it all our relations, and when they talk about that, they're not just talking about all our relations in people. It's all our relations to the plants, the animals, every element. And this is what I'm learning from the wolves. This is what they teach me, is to reconnect. Some of the research that I did to look up what the Founding Fathers were saying, how they established the nation. They wanted to establish the nation under the laws of nature. It was mentioned many, many times, not under some religion, but under the laws of nature, which is what they recognized. And the individual was so honored that you could change your name later on in life. If something happened to you, if you resonated in a different way, if there was an event, or if you had an act of heroism, you could change your own name. That's how powerful we were, and how recognized the individual as an individual perfect manifestation to the whole, and how we contributed by being more of ourselves, being more uniquely ourselves, rather than coming together and blending in. Steve Jobs says this: don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. I'm going to read that again. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. You cannot be free if you are trying to be something else or someone else. There is no freedom or liberty in that. Jim Morrison, I have a couple of quotes from him. Expose yourself to your deepest fear. After that, fear has no power. And the fear of freedom shrinks and vanishes. And then you are free. He also says this: the most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. You trade in your sense for an act. You give up your ability to feel. And in exchange, you put on a mask. There cannot be any large-scale revolution until there's a personal revolution on an individual level. It's not going to happen. It's going to happen first inside. And John Paul Sartre says this: freedom is what we do with what is done to us. I will say that one again too. We cannot escape this life, this way, and certain cultures and certain people who would like to rule us and take our freedoms and suppress us to behave the way they want us to behave. So many, many things have been done to us and that we can do to ourselves as well. But he says freedom is what we do with what is done to us. It is our choice. We are co-creators in our own life and co-creators with an intelligent force that created us and every living thing in the world itself. And Nelson Mandela says this: when a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I will say that again too. Except I covered my page, hold on. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. We cannot live in peace until everyone is equal and free, and that is recognized by everyone. And Bertrand Russell says this, and this is the closing quote from me: men fear thought as they fear nothing else on earth. A free-thinking mind is the most dangerous thing to those that would rule us otherwise. Men fear thought as they fear nothing else on earth, more than ruin, more than even death. Thought is subversive and revolutionary, destructive and terrible. Thought is merciless to privilege, established institutions, and comfortable habits. Thought is anarchic and lawless, indifferent to authority, careless of the well-tried wisdom of the ages. Thought looks into the pit of hell and is not afraid. Thought is great and swift and free, the light of the world and the chief glory of man. So I appreciate so much that you let me open and that I was invited to open this with our wolves. I would like to tell you one thing though. It's a dangerous time for wolves because of those fearful thoughts and the myths of the ancient and the old. This is a creature that we have just started to recover in the last 20 years. But they're only maybe 3,000 strong in this country, and around the world they are starting to be accepted. However, you know, the bears have Yogi Bear and the teddy bear and Smokey the bear, and the coyotes have Wile E. Coyote. The mountain lions have Lion King. And the wolves have Little Red Riding Hood, and now they're on the news being touted as the lone wolf terrorists. I have to tell you, yeah, the Jungle Book, it's good. But I know Mowgli's great, but they have forgotten him. So on the news you hear the lone wolves, and it's being associated with ISIS and this subliminal message trying to save the species. literally breaking my heart. I have to tell you what a lone wolf actually is. A lone wolf leaves its pack to search for a mate. They mate for life. So this mission of the lone wolf is not out to seek destruction or to wreak havoc along its way. It's looking for love. And this is a love festival.
Yay! Thank you.
So thank you very much. So when you hear these quotes of the lone wolf as terrorists, correct your neighbors. I appreciate you so
Thank
much.
you so much for coming and blessing up the festival, Mama, with these sacred animals. No, that's it.